guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, watchers, supporters, subscribers, welcome guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the content. And to all of my returning viewers, watchers, supporters, subscribers, welcome back guys. As always, it is a pleasure to see you. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So first, as always, I'm going to apply Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Mattifying Face Primer. We are getting ready for fall looks. I'm excited about this. Reason being is fall is my favorite time of the year. That is when you can show up and show out, both in your fashion as well as makeup. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. If you're feeling apple picking, pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin carving, this is the season for it. I'm very happy that we are approaching fall because this summer, with the storms and everything that we've encountered, I think, as I say, even in previous years, we deserve a break. So the foundation I will be using for this look, it is by Huda Beauty. This is their Faux Filter Full Coverage Foundation, and my shade for this one is 5G Mocha. Going to apply it to my little dish here. It's been a while since I brought this one out. Ugh. Okay, and to apply, I will be using my new favorite foundation applying brush. This is by IT Cosmetics. This is their Airbrush Flawless Complexion Brush in the number 132. And the concealer I'm going to apply first, it's by Makeup by Mario. This is their Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. Shade I use for this one is 440. So I'm going to apply this one to the front portion of my under eye area, bridge of the nose, a little bit up top, not too much. And of course here as well. And then I'm also going to apply a favorite of mine. This is by Marc Jacobs. This is the Extra Shot Concealer slash Foundation that I pray when the line relaunches, they also bring this product out. Absolute genius. I love it. This one has caffeine in it, as does the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer. Absolutely love it for those days when I'm dragging, which is normally Monday through Sunday. So normally I do my complete brows off camera. It's one of those daunting tasks that I am so ready to be done with. But what I did for this video is I just did the middle to tail portion of both brows using a Benefit Cosmetics, what is this one? Precisely My Brow Pencil. And I want to try something a little bit different. I'm going to try the Dannesa Myricks, the Groundworks Defining Neutral Palette. Since this is a face palette, I'm going to try and fill in the the front portion of my brows on camera. Pray for me, y'all. Yeah, using this palette, and for my eye, I'm going to use, I'm gonna try Bark, which is this one here. I'm gonna use the pomade and see how that works. I'm going to be applying it using a flat Morphe brush. This is a M165 brush. Not so bad. I could definitely see myself using that palette to fill in my brows. If I were not on the wait list to have my brows professionally done. It is, as I stated, a daunting task. And if I can overcome that by just having them permanently filled in, or at least semi-permanent, then why not go for it? And of course, now we're just blending in the concealers. To set the concealers, I will be using Huda Beauty. This is their Easy Bake Face Powder. This one is in the shade Kunafa. And sounds like the gods was listening to me just rant and go on about the applicator here, because they just came out maybe about a week, 2 weeks ago. They came out with a pressed powder version of their Easy Bake. I am currently awaiting Sephora to deliver that to my door, and the moment they do, I will definitely be doing a review on that one. It is long awaited, as you guys know. I say it in so many of my previous videos. I've said it. I love this. I'm not a fan of the netting. So let's see how the actual press version goes. And I hear that one is supposed to have like a bit of blurring to it also. So that might be fun. All over face setting powder, Too Faced Multi-Purpose Complexion Press Powder. This one is in the shade Chai. Applying it using a e.l.f. Cosmetics pointed powder brush. And this just kind of helps set everything. And for bronzer, Jacqueline Cosmetics Daycation Face Bronzer. And this is what she's looking like. So now that our base is done, we're going to get into our eye look. I am pretty excited, as always, to try something, but I am excited to try. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills' newest eyeshadow palette, Fall Romance. this color story, when I saw it online, was romantic, to say the least. And one of the reasons I have not even played around with it, you guys are literally getting my first raw impression of this palette in person. One of the reasons I am excited to try this one is because, if you guys remember, just like 2 videos back, I was so not here in a kind of good way for a lot of the eyeshadow palettes that were coming out. I was just saying that it seems like for fall we're moving more to neutral palettes, and then boom, Anastasia came out with this one. They are known for their pigments. They are known for beautiful color stories. They're known for shades and shadows that complement just about every skin tone. So I'm hoping this one is no exception. I will say, however, the palette is rather tiny in comparison to some of their previous palettes. I think this one they removed the little section for the brush. Why y'all do that to us? We like the brush. At least I know I do. Those brushes come in handy. I felt like they were not there, you know, they were there for a reason. So I'm a little bummed to see that it's not here, but I'm assuming it's to give the actual pans a little bit more space, thus more product. Definitely here for that. So I actually have a little cheat sheet regarding all of what is included in this palette. Let me just pull it up. This one has various finishes. We have 3 metallics, which are Smoke, Fireside, and Midnight. Cute. Then we have 3 duochromes. Duochromes are Moonlight, Divine. I think this shade alone is what is selling this palette. I have not touched it. I don't know how it lays, but just the vibrancy of it in like the advertisements and the Instagram videos, the social media videos, this one alone really captured me. This was why I bought this palette, this shade here. And then we have Crown, which is this one. And then we have 3 mattes with sparkle. We have Ember. That doesn't, in person, that doesn't look like a matte. It literally just looks like a regular shimmer shade. Okay, nevertheless, they say it's a matte with shimmer. Ember, and then Thorns. Now, Thorns is giving me matte with a little bit of shimmer. And then we have Mulberry. This one also is giving me matte with a bit of shimmer. Definitely not this one though. I can't agree. I can't consider this one to be just a matte with shimmer. It looks to be a shimmer with a bit of matte. And then we have 3 mattes. These would be our, or at least for me, more or less a transition shade. We have Leather. We have Crimson. That's not a transition shade. That one's too deep. And then Twilight. So in actuality, I would say one transition shade, which would be Leather. The rest, they can, I don't know, totally up to you guys how you want to play with this palette. I'm going to apply Leather using my Morphe M504. I'm going to go in light because, again, I haven't played with this palette, so I don't know the ins and outs of it. Okay, I just applied a little bit, but the pigment is definitely there. Oh yeah, lay this one down light. If you're going to use it as like your all over or transition shade, lay this one down light. And I did put on a little bit of By Mario concealer on my lid, but yeah, this one, she's pigmented. Yep, she's pigmented. It is there. Okay, I'm going to take Crimson, this matte shade here, and apply it to my outer eye and blend inward. Again, a little, and just blend it out. I blend it into leather really well. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Mulberry, this shade here, and I'm gonna try and diffuse the top portion. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's cute. Yep, literally just the top right at the brow bone of where we put Crimson. That's cute. And now I'm going to go in with Divine, which is the entire reason I bought this palette. I am going to apply it using a Morphe M433. Really picked it up. And oh, that is pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is superb. Oh, that stands out. That stands out. Yes, ma'am. Oh, that is gorgeous. What? Very vibrant, very vibrant. Very vibrant. That is, oh, that is stunning. Oh, that is so pretty. That is super cute. And then to add a little bit more depth, I'm going to use Thorns, this matte shade here, and applying it just towards the back portion of my eye. Like literally, that's the only place I'm going to apply it, blend it in a little bit into the Divine. Y'all, this Divine is everything. Oh, that is so pretty. Yep, just there on the tail end. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of Moonlight to my inner tear ducts, but not much. And for liner, this is a black Wet n Wild eyeliner. Grab a mirror of some sort. The blush I will be using for this look, Savage by Nars. Because I'm thinking, since Divine is giving a jeweled eye, to kind of go softer on the blush and then do a jeweled lip to actually complement the eye. We'll see. Because this eye is stunning. That Divine, oh, it is gorgeous in person. If you guys were on the fence, I will say right now, don't be. Get off the fence. Divine is everything. Okay, so going back to my eye area, I am going to apply a little bit of Thorn beneath the black liner using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette brush that was not included in this one. I am going to apply it now. And for my lips, I'm going to first line with MAC Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Nightmoth. Y'all know this is definitely a fall lip liner color. It's so bold. Literally, all I had to do was line my bottom lip, smush it in, and it's up top. And on top of that, I'm going to apply Urban Decay's Lip Bond, and this one is in the shade No Restraints. Well, that's it, we have to shake it up first. All right guys, so here's the final look. Off camera, I applied Lilly Lashes Miami, is the style name. what are we thinking? With the exception of my eye running and not letting my lashes be gray, I actually like this. I was a little bit skeptical of kind of like the monochromatic fall look, since the Divine definitely is matching the No Restraint on the lips, but I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Again, for me, grab the palette. For me, it was Divine. That was the entire reason I purchased this palette, but it's giving Anastasia Beverly Hills. I mean, they're known for pigment. They're known for buttery textures. They're known for shades and, should I say, shadows. They're known for shadows that play well together, that blend really, really well. I mean, honestly, this is really like any other Anastasia palette that I own. The color story is beautiful. That duochrome Divine, hands down. It is, I can't stop looking at it. Honestly, it's so pretty. Enough rambling. In the comments, let me know what you guys think. As always, in the description box below will be a complete list of all items used to achieve this look. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you made it this far, if you did, thank you. Even if you just clicked on this video and fast forwarded all the way to the end, I still thank you for even taking the time to click on this video. Be well, stay safe, exercise, self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. Make sure to check on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. And until next time, guys, we shall chat again soon.